My name is Adi, and just like you, I am on planet Earth on the same mission as you, and that is to rebuild the rainbow body of light for our Mother Earth by really restoring the ancient planetary grid, which will be our new planetary grid, and to reconnecting Mother Earth to the web of life within the field of cosmic creation. This is really important because we have been living in a distorted reality. As you know, for thousands of years, there have been many distortions also that started in Mu and Atlantis, but mainly Atlantis, of course, for us is the period that came before us. And so this time we are going to succeed. We are going to do this differently. And Mother Earth will not suffer again. This is a promise that I made to her, and you probably did too. After the fall of Atlantis, we went back to the Great Spirit, we went back to Source, we went back to God, and we said, never ever again will she suffer again. And so when we came here in this embodiment, in this lifetime, we came with these ancient memories that serve us, and that's really important. We are not here for entertainment, and we are not really here to live these small personal lives. We are here on a big mission to bring Divine Mother back to the earth. Divine Mother is a cosmic being of enormous proportions, as you can imagine, and within her body is planet Earth, and within her body is or has been this distortion, but we are here resetting not only the reality that we live in, but mainly giving back our mother her body of rainbow light. It is a magnetic body of love, and that is how the entire cosmic creation works. The entire cosmic creation works on the principle of magnetism. So what we know from physics, everything in cosmic creation actually has laws that we would recognize as physics, mathematics, geometry, biology, and so on. Everything really is part of the creation of Divine Mother. She's often called Sophia, but that's misunderstanding. That's how the Gnostics called her. It is way beyond what we would just give a being a name, Sophia. Sophia is wisdom, and that's nice. Of course, Divine Mother is wise. But maybe looking at like the Kabbalistic traditions, where the name of the primordial matter was Sof, Ein Sof. So Sof is a sound. And as you know, within creation, everything actually is based upon sounds. As beings, when we were created, we were giving a frequency, and this frequency is important right now because we are here to sound our note. Our note is something that is within us, that is not necessarily in our voice, but it is something to be shared with this world. During the lockdown, which was just brilliant, as our cells were purified, we were stationary. And so our light bodies were exactly where they needed to be. Our note was exactly where it needed to be for this reset to come. This reset will be big. It will be really the end of the world as we know it and the beginning of something very beautiful, the new Earth, which already exists as a dimension that you guys can visit. Everything in this world obviously needs to be completely reset and restructured. We lost, and not only we, but also the world before us, like Atlantis, and also during Mu, which some people call Lemuria. What happened is that there were different beings on this planet. Not everyone was created from the same source, even though everything really comes from one source. At the same time, as you can imagine, within creation, you have so many dimensions, you have so many beings, and you have kind of like a big kindergarten where everybody gets to play their game. And so during Mu, what happened is that we would not only have the beings that were created to be these beautiful rainbow bodies, but we also had the unconscious beings who came here. And unconsciousness always hurts, as you know. So in Atlantis, what happened is that beings lost their understanding of true nature. Nature meaning really nature, Mother Nature. And when you lose understanding of the significance of nature, you actually lose connection to the truth. And the truth is that Divine Mother has a body which we call nature. When I travel through 12 dimensions, I always see nature in all 12 dimensions, and actually outside of all 11 dimensions is only nature. In the 12th dimension that we would call like pure source, you will only find pure nature with no beings. And everyone is a tree of life within that dimension. So you can imagine that you are uploading all the information from all dimensions into the tree of life, which exists in the 12th dimension. Now that's brilliant. But because the beings in Atlantis lost connection to nature, which then continued, of course, to our civilization, which was completely, let's call it, disconnected from the truth of nature. And instead of having a matriarchal society, how it was intended to be, so that the rainbow serpent of creation, Divine Mother, can flow through all women, it became a society based in power and really unconsciousness and just absolute misuse of life force. Now, life force is the milk of Divine Mother. All creation is nurtured by life force. In the times of Atlantis, beings really lost this understanding that nature is what we should connect to, that nature is the portal to divinity. And so we are here now resetting all of this. This is a big reset. This is not just a reset of the last 12,000 years that we have been living in this modern civilization, which I would not even call modern, but more like fallen. But we are resetting a really very, very ancient story. We are resetting not only this civilization, we are resetting Atlantis, we are resetting Mu. We are going back, and yet we are going forward, because we are always moving forward on the spiral of evolution, which really is the Divine's mother body. So we are returning to our understanding of life force. We are returning to understanding who the real creator is. So it's not a father god in the sky that has, a white beard. Our true creator in this world actually is a water being. And water being this cosmic being that spreads across the entire cosmos. And we have different types of beings associated with the 5 elements. But in our case, life was created by this water being. So on June 10th, which is the day of the solar eclipse, we, the Green Tara Earth Guardians, are performing a very important ceremony. This ceremony was given to us by all the layers of creation that we work with, but mainly our guide is always Divine Mother. And we were asked to get together to work with spring water or the sacred waters, the healing waters, and to bring through the activation of all planetary waters. Now, to prepare for this event, you will just need either some spring water next to you, or many of us ordered the sacred waters from Patricia Cota Robles and her website eraofpeace.org. But the key is that as we planned this event, not out of like some kind of human will, but it was divinely guided, we were asked to do this during the solar eclipse. Then suddenly all these ancient beings, not only what we would call Egyptian beings and being from other star systems and planets, started to come to us. But yesterday we received really, I would say, representatives from the Aboriginal elders in Australia, and they are already preparing all the oceans and all the waterways to receive this activation. Now this is huge because Australian elders, the Aboriginals, obviously, unfortunately, completely misused by the modern man, but we are returning to their relationship with the rainbow serpent, the true creator being on this planet. And they were part of the original land of Mu. So they have that consciousness within their DNA. They are helping us and will be helping us to activate all waters on this planet. Today we received also the assistance of the whales, also the most ancient beings on this planet, where water brought life with her, that's a her, our Ma, our beautiful Ma, the mother. And the light codes were put into the water that we would call the DNA, and they would create very advanced beings. So we have super advanced beings such as the whales and the dolphins helping us. They told us today they will be helping us not only with the sound of the whales and the dolphins, but also they will be creating geometries. So like we have crop circles, the whales and dolphins will create these geometries within the oceans. As these Aboriginal elders work through us, these beings are cosmic beings. They are not, like right here in the physical embodiment with us, but they are cosmic beings who play what we call didgeridoo, but didgeridoo is a name that, the English gave to the instrument. What we know as didgeridoo is a cosmic instrument that exists within the cosmic creation. It is a spiraling rainbow light that creates sound, and it sounds just like what we know as didgeridoo. And so this is an activation sound. These beings will be playing this sound during our transmission on June 10th. So if you can join us, please. Have a glass of water next to you. If you live close to the ocean, a river, or a lake, then please get, bucket or container of that water so that you have it next to you. We will be performing this miraculous activation. Why are we doing this? We are doing that because our planet is mainly made up of water, as you know, just like your body is. And so water not only carries information which is ancient, absolutely ancient. This is like the creation information is within the cosmic computer of water, but also water is really the body of our Ma. And our Ma was forgotten in this world, and the way to bring her back is to call her back, to let her know we love her, and we will do that together. We will give her that love, and when she has our love, and we will go through a specific process to get into that space where love is truly emanated from our hearts, then she will hear us. And as she hears her children calling her from the bottom of their hearts through the vibrancy and the frequency of the hearts, she will reflect that love back into this world, and she will change this world. We all want a change. We all know that really very little worked for, goodwill in this world. There was so much misunderstanding and miscreation, but we are resetting that. Ma of the oceans, Ma of the rivers, Ma of the springs, Ma of the lakes, she will create a magnetic field of love around the earth, and that is what is needed. So please go to greentara.guru, our website, and sign up for our event on June 10th. It will be very special, and this is the greatest service we can really gift, not only to humanity, but mainly to Mother Earth.